Hello, everybody. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Happy Saturday. Welcome back to the weekend. Or, welcome to the weekend. How are you guys doing? Let's see here. We're logged in. We have sound. Little musical sound effects. Not too bad. I was just busy tanking the price of Void Scarred Scorpids because I have a lot of them. I think I'm ready to start deleting them. For a while I was getting like 1,000 gold per, and then I was getting like 500 gold per, and now I think I'm going to be lucky to get 200, so I think it's about time to let that ship sail. Comfy to DPS and tank. Healing might be scary. I've got my healing one done, and what I'm doing is I'm chipping away at the DPS one by playing Shadow Priest on my main, which is going fine. I want to do at least one more shadow key this week so that I can get my third vault slot unlocked, and then I won't be done with DPSing for triple threat, but I feel like I could then leave some of it for next week to again help fill out more vault slots. Especially because now that we're 3K, I don't think my regular team is going to be doing a wild amount of keys. So I want to do one of these on Shadow Priest this morning and hopefully time it. And then I want to poke around on my Prot Paladin and see if I can get him set up in a way where I feel like I might have something to contribute to society. How you guys doing? Healing is scary. Command Mythic Plus healers, no idea how they do it. Everything's crazy damage. It's so fun. That's my main, so I'm biased, but I love healing. See, that was the easiest one for me. Giving up HPAL for keys. Oh, already? It was just yesterday. You were doing it. It was happening. Are you gonna try a different spec or a different alt or something? Also, you guys have sound. Oh, there we go. I have sound too. I just had it turned all the way down. I want to drink a little tea. Maybe before we jump into a key, we'll have a little tea and do like a chat list or something because my brain's still waking up. I'm not ready to do a key yet. I just turned on the stream. So I did lists on this one, and I'm pretty sure this one. So this guy would have a chat list to do. Got a knockoff Blingtron from a 7,000 box. Oh. Trying Resto Shaman. I think I need to start with something easier. Hazel, hi Pet Peppy. Did you see there's this lady on YouTube with an uncanny resemblance to you using your face to do a 10-minute WoW Saturday news video? The nerve of some people. Oh, I thought it was on Anthus for a second, but nope, this is my mage. This is my arcane mage. We were gonna just pop him down. I suppose I can pick up weeklies if there are any, but well, I don't really want to pick up the delve one. He ain't doing delves. Pop him down to Undermine to grab his chat list. You inspired me to get my 8 mask org done, and I did it! Now for Stormwind next week. I have my fingers crossed for us all that Stormwind next week feels night and day different because of Gift of the Titans. It is a gift for me specifically, and I'm hoping it helps. Because Stormwind sucked. It was bad last week. Spoiled ground squirrels looking at me through the window, trying to guilt trip me into feeding them. Is it work? Does it ever work? Are they on to something? So he was going to grab a list. When are you going to main Arcane? It's not something I would, like, wait for. You know, if you hold your breath for that, you might die. You think the new belt will be the new Circe's ring? Yeah, I think so. It seems like it's going to be pretty strong. The item level is going to get juiced pretty high. And then there's whatever kind of the active abilities on it. I don't know how those are going to be tuned yet, but I'm sure they'll be decent. I would expect for us to use it at least halfway through next season, possibly all the way through next season, kind of like how Circe's worked this time. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get the belt. I'm going to get it set up on every character that I can. So what are the fast jobs here? Scrap, rares, and a side gig. Let's do that. Let's do the gig first. Those are going to be our fast ones. Hope they consider reworking HPAL. Don't know how it was over the years, but I feel like it needs some help. Things get really chaotic. Oh, and there's a new batch. It's Saturday, that's right. So there is a new batch of World Quests. I could do those as well for Reputation. I'll save that for when I need a break from keys after we've started keys. It's nice to reserve a couple of things to do that you can kind of like space out in between. between all of the things that make your brain noodle cook. Unlock for the belt. It's to do with overcharged delves. I think there's going to be a weekly quest. Like, there'll be a short quest line to get into overcharged delves and I'm sure get the belt. And then there'll be a weekly quest, I believe, that we'll do every week to juice the item level of it. And I think we'll be collecting more powers to add to it while in overcharged delves. I didn't test it directly, but I read the notes on it. Kind of reminds me of the idea of, remember when we had the Heart of Azeroth neck and we were putting the essences into it for different active abilities? That's kind of the what this reminds me of. It's not exactly the same. There's not ranks of the abilities, but you know, you'll plug them in and they'll do something or another. I picked up the wrong side gig. Oops. That's not a good start. I don't want to do, I mean, I could do Blood Monstrosities. It's a much worse quest, but we can do it. It's here. How much progress do we get for doing one of these things? Better question. How much damage do I do to these things? I'm arcane blasted. Oh, there's a proc. I'll kick the slime bolt. Okay, 15%. I was ready for that to be like 3 and then I was going to quit in a huff, but 15 is actually reasonable. We're a fifth of the way done. I keep seeing people say Resto Shaman is even easier than Holy Priest now. Oh. Something about doing at least one task each day and doing all the tasks. Oh, the Secret Finders have almost cracked the Employee of the Month achievement, but it sounds annoying. So you would do the PvP one. Because I know people have done all of the tasks, but I don't know if they've, like, spread it out across each day. Are there 7 options? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8. Interesting. Belt got Giga buffed, 701, like 100% more buffs. Yeah, I'm expecting it to be pretty juicy. Let's do Arcane Surge and stuff. And do an Elite and see if it gives a lot of progress. There are 14 total, so you have to do all 14. I wonder if, like, so few people got it, because why would anybody ever do the World PvP one if you didn't think that you had to? How would somebody have ever done that by accident? I guess just, like, really people that appreciate a lot of variation. That's funny. War mode violence. Defeat 5 enemy players in war mode. I think at this rate, I'm just gonna finish chat listing the old-fashioned way. We're, what, a third of the way there? Yeah, if it gets, like, fully confirmed, then I betcha people will be out there in war mode trying to do it. So if that happens, then maybe we'll make a day of it, but holy smoke. Secret Finder people are amazing. They've been chewing on that one for a while. That one's been stumping people. I didn't think they were gonna get it. I figured if they hadn't gotten it already, it wasn't likely to happen. I don't want to kill that one. Although my cooldown is almost back up. Wind Trading Death Party. That sounds like a guild name that you would not be allowed to keep long term. Sounds like something for other people to do. I'm trying to think of the other tasks. The PvP one is probably the only one that I would, like, actually... I mean, some of them are, like, slow, but not hard. Fishing, the catch 5 pets. Like, things that you wouldn't normally do. But it's not to say you can't do them, you know. Do I get to say I told you so yet? You can say whatever you want. That's half the point of Twitch chat. I'm Ford. Feel free to kill me 5 times. What am I doing? Oh, I'm gonna go turn in my side gig. I picked the worst one. Oh, yeah, I might finish it the old-fashioned way. But I might not. Checkmate. The one nice thing about having done it this way is that I've gotten quite a bit of Valor Stones. It's been really good for farming Valor Stones. I had a bunch of them on my alts. I may use some of them to buy, like, gearboxes for Anthus if he needs any slots still. I don't remember if he has any veteran gear still that he needs to replace or not. Tea is nice. turn this in. I have a bad habit of just like walking away before we've turned it in. Turn it in. There we go. Any clue what level keys I can try to heal as a 655 priest? That's a great question. I have no idea. I've completely forgotten what the spread is. And I'm kind of also asking because I've got a 655 tank and I'm a little curious. I'm going to start with like babies. Like I'm going to probably run my key just to sort of get my fingers around my abilities because I have no idea what I'm doing. And we were also going to dig and we were going to do some rares, I think was part of my plan. So we could head to scrap jobs and that'll help us with digging. I guess I could be not doing the chet list if I think I'm going to do Employee of the Month. More keys this fine Saturday? I think so. I was so, not like salty or tilted or heartbroken, but I was really not expecting to not time that last key that we did at the end of last stream, the Theater of Pain. I thought for sure it was going to come together, and sometimes it just doesn't. Turn in chet lists for pets. Oh. Was it close? Sort of. We were going to time it on the last boss. We were a little low on time because we had like a wipe and a half earlier when we tried to skip the trash mob that I hate skipping. But we still had time to finish it, but we just wiped on the boss. People were just taking some hits. Sometimes things go awry, even when things are in your favor, yeah. It was just so weird. I don't know if it's because I've been playing longer and I've been doing Theater of Pain for what feels like my whole life. And I've just finally like leveled up as a gamer, or more likely it's because I was DPSing and not trying to heal. But yesterday, at least when I was in that dungeon, it felt so easy to avoid everything in the last boss, which for a long time was super dangerous for me. I have a long track record of getting smoked by charges and stuff on that boss, despite my best and finest efforts. So to run it and just be like, oh yes, they'll be coming over here, I shall step out of the way, was like night and day different. I think it's because I wasn't healing. I think when you're healing, because of how much damage is going out on that fight, it's really hard to also be checking for stuff like that and to have the positional awareness. It's a lot easier when you're just kind of DPSing. Or maybe I've just leveled up and I'm awesome now. I'm gonna leave that possibility open. Monitor health bars gets you in trouble. Morning, Miss Hazel. Good morning. Yeah, it might be a little bit of healing induced tunnel vision because it felt a lot easier to DPS it. I don't know. I'm reserving the possibility that I'm just good now. It's the yoga. Listen, if we could just get entire raid teams doing some nice yoga flows together, everybody would kill these bosses a lot faster. I have yet to see a Miscellaneous Mechanica drop from one of those things. Also, I think I'm gonna just like take him home and go get it. I've been talking about keys and I want to start one. I'm gonna go look for a key on my priest. I've been opening dumpsters. I haven't gotten lucky yet. Hey Top, it's so long. And affixes can proc while Zap throws you in the arena. Yep. And I'm gonna have to do it again. I kind of want to look for that one first, but I don't know if I get to be picky about which key I'm doing. If I want to find one in a hurry. There is an add-on that tracks your hourly instance limit. It is called... Oh, chat help me out. Chat knows it. I know it too. It's just not coming to mind. It's literally an add-on that I've used before on stream. Tracks your instance lockouts as well as which characters are locked out. Saved instances. Thank you. That's the one I was thinking of. Saved instances is what I've used. I was big blanking on it. Okay, Void Weaver, Dungeon Spec. Looking for... And I'm just plugging into these from whatever's in group. Basically anything that's not a Cinderbrew, Dark Flame, or Rookery, because those are the ones that we successfully did yesterday. And I'm only going to do one of them today. We can save more for next week. So we do this. We search for 10s only. And we're... How hard is it to time a +10? I don't know. Let's find out. That's a workshop. That's a mother load. Yeah, we could use any of those. Oh, we're into the workshop. Perfect. Let's see what we can do. Neutronium, thank you very much for the 32-month resub. Appreciate it. Also, RTS Planner with a 59-month resub. Thank you very much, guys. What dungeon did you dislike healing the most? Oh, Floodgate for sure. I'm right there with you. Floodgate is so hard compared to the other dungeons. It is so easy to lose people. There is so much healing to be done. The whole back half, you know, Bubbles, the last two bosses, the first boss, also the second boss, all the bosses, the whole thing. The whole thing's awful. Only healed low-level Floodgate keys. People are usually still learning it. That one is still hard even when everybody knows what's going on. There's just a lot of damage. Darkflame Cleft second boss is the worst. Is that Candle boss? Or Wax Candle? Or, well, they're all Candle bosses, but... Big Candle boss I don't mind so much. I'm going to workshop. I can use my portal. Battle for Azeroth. Scrappy Prince. There we go. Terrified to heal third Floodgate boss. The slime monster boss with the waves is actually not bad to heal anymore because you will never get chosen for the links as long as you don't lose anybody. As long as everybody else is alive, they will not pick you for the links. So what I do is as soon as the little thingies come out that the waves are going to come from, I get the hell out of Dodge. I get really far from them, and then I just top down watch them, and I let the DPS do whatever they're doing over by the boss. As long as I'm in range of the DPS, I am getting myself as far from the waves as I can to buy myself more time to evade around them so I don't get pinched while I'm trying to heal people, because there is a lot of healing to do, and you're also doing a lot of moving. It's much easier now, though, because before, when you got linked, you had to do it while doing the dance in melee while linked with somebody who may or may not have the same idea as what left is as you. And that was unreasonable. That was just silly. Okay, so I'm DPSing. I need to remember that. I'm going to use a mana oil and a flask, and we're going to eat some food. First boss of Floodgate's surprisingly hard, too. There's a lot of healing requirement there. And then right after you're finished that, you're like out of mana, moving on. And then those trash mobs, the big mook guys that do the blood cast, it's also a huge healing requirement. And then the last boss is a huge healing requirement with a lot of movement, too. Okay. I am in my transmog. I have my... almost all of my group except for one person who's coming. I have my spec on. I have my trinkies on. Window control. Close that one. We've got our damage meter up. I guess I can stick it over here because there's no dog in here for now, so we don't have a pet cam. Candle King is so smooth in a... Hang on, Candle King. Let me make sure I'm talking about the same boss. That's Darkflame Cleft, right? Or within dungeons. Oh! See, this guy's a big candle. Blaziken is who I'm talking about. He's fine. Candle King is a high HPS requirement. Look, he's got a little potion in there. He does get a little hairy sometimes, but we don't usually wipe there. Darkflame Cleft is actually usually a pretty straightforward key for us. He's got so many Tiefis. It is annoying, though, because when we do wipe, we wipe at, like, the end. Alright, I got all my buffs live. I like this dungeon. I don't have Mass Dispel, but that's fine. I'm trying to think of what's going to happen in here. Oh, I don't know how to DPS this dungeon. I guess I'll just, like, cleave both of the bosses in the first one. I know how to do Cujo. I know how to do Garden. Yeah, I'll be fine. Everything's fine. Problematic run of Blaziken because everyone misses their win, so people without immunities die. Yeah, that would be fun. Oh no.
5, 4, 3.
I don't think anybody said a word in this one.
1.
We're all the strong silent type. Here, I'm gonna slash cheer to get the mood up. Oh, no, I typed slash share and it didn't do anything. Nobody believes. Magic 8, thanks for the 8-month resub. Appreciate it. I hope you're having a lovely weekend. Alright, let's see.
Watch your step.
That was not my finest placement of my little Void Torrent thing. It's fine though.
Watch your step.
I'm not here to win, I'm here to not die and do my best. Unless I'm winning, in which case I was always here to win.
Watch your step. 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 Watch your step.
Yeah, we're catching up. We didn't have quite the
Watch
same
your
initial
step.
burst, but we do have some throughput. So I need to be careful not to get knocked back into bombs, and I need to be careful to, I guess, just multi-die. Happy to see you back with weekly news. Hope to see more. I'm gonna do my best to keep it up. People used to tell me sometimes about how they liked having a routine on Saturday morning of like popping on the news with like a coffee or whatever it might have been. And that was just really
Wonderful.
a really nice mental image. I don't know which person I'm on. I guess
Watch
I'm
it.
gonna kind of split because I think you have to kill them pretty evenly. So I'll just kind of toggle back and forth.
Brunful. Watch your step. AOE incoming.
What's the point of having Signet of the Priory and Power Infusion if you don't remember to use them together?
Brunful. Target you. AOE incoming. Watch your step. Brunful.
Man, I can hear my computer fan spinning up really loud. I think this fight really does a number on it.
Target you. AOE incoming. Brunful.
My damage is fine. It'll do.
AOE incoming. Watch your step.
I basically missed use of my trinket because I wanted to hold it until I got Power Fusion
Wonderful.
back so I could fix my sins.
AOE incoming.
And now it's basically over. We can do it for next pack of trash.
Brunful.
There we go. See if this works. I did have that routine. It helps me to keep track of what is coming in WoW, especially now that there's things coming so often. It used to be that they would do a patch every couple of months, and in between then, if there wasn't some community drama, there wasn't a whole lot to say. And nowadays, there's like always something going on. So I feel like I have enough to talk about with just kind of what they're doing to the game and what I'm doing without having to get into
AOE
I don't really
incoming.
have it in me to get super upset or upset at all about most of the things
AOE
that
incoming.
the kind of like forum community tends to throw fits about anymore. And I feel like it's just a lot more relaxing to not worry about it as long as we have enough to cover. If there's something big enough to the point where people are like asking me about it on stream, then I feel like it can get mentioned, but it's just nice to not be that clued in.
AOE incoming.
There's got to be a middle ground where I still know what's coming in the patches, but I don't need to be
AOE incoming.
stressing about any, you know, drama. I did like 5 mil in that pull. We're helping. Finally got my little cooldowns sorted back out. This could be quite dangerous.
AOE incoming.
Maybe part of the niche. Yeah, I think so. I'm sure there are people that cover the other stuff if that's what people are looking for. I don't think it's going unserved. I think it'll be fine. I also don't think there's anything wrong with following like community opinion and stuff like that in WoW. It's just not something that particularly interests me. There's a cat right now cuddling on your neck. Aww. Say hi to the kitty for me. Goblins and how they affect our lives. What are they really up to? If you really didn't, if you really wanted to let loose, you could do a analysis on the story themes of like the Undermine Revolution and the American political climate, or on the Goldie Barenbottom BEO takeover and and Activision. You could read all kinds of stuff into it if you felt like it, and you didn't mind kicking up a little bit of a kerfuffle. Donkey's sleeping. And we're fighting it. Alright. Let's go. Doggy.
Find shelter. Run out. Find shelter. Run out.
The moral of the story in Cinderbrew is, we had to lock up ya bees.
Find shelter.
I don't know. I think we should make a case for changing it to Sonderbrew Meanders. I like that better. It sounds like a place that you could get a nice Airbnb at.
Run out.
I'm really wondering if having done these dungeons so much as the other two roles is going to help me when it comes to tanking, or if I'm just going to panic and
Find
blindly run around
shelter.
going, ah! Although if I'm tanking, then other people have to follow me, so... It's not panic, it's a route. Ah. Demon Hunter things. I'll be there in 5 to 10 business minutes. I know you can go faster by walking on the rims, but I'm not very good at it. And I'd rather just not fall off. Learn tanking routes from DPSing. I have like bad passenger syndrome where I'm not driving the car, I'm not paying attention to where we're going. Or even if I think I am, I'm not learning it.
Interrupt.
Oh, we almost didn't get that emissary
Interrupt.
down. That's my favorite buff. Good thing we have Shadow Word Deaths. Yeah, after this key, I'm gonna get onto Anthus. I already imported a talent build for him. I was going through just to see that I had everything on my bars. I want to mess around with the Blizzard buff indicator that they added and see if I can get a comfy way for me to track like my Shield of the Righteous on my screen.
AOE
And then I guess whatever
incoming.
else they want to track for me. I'm gonna use a little health pot there. May change when I start actually tanking keys. It's like that as a teenager, and then I learned to
Dispel.
drive and discovered I didn't know how to get to most places in my small town.
AOE incoming.
Yeah, I would be able to navigate by walking, but I did not translate that into driving very well. But once I did start driving, I picked it up pretty quick. Even when I was relying on maps, when I turned my maps off, I knew where I was going. Just fine. Uh-oh. Oh, don't disconnect.
Stay
Okay.
away
Oof.
from lines.
Okay, we ate the line,
Stay away
but
from
that's
lines.
a small price to pay for having not DC'd. A little leg spike.
Stay away from lines. Watch your step.
Pizza. Pizza over here. Pizza over here. Pizza over here. I'm not gonna
Stay
use
away
knuckle
from
knives.
lines.
This thing's almost dead. Save him for the boss or whatever.
Stay away from lines.
Accidentally placing
Stay away
totems on the
from
ceiling.
lines.
I do that with my, sometimes my Shadow Crash, and sometimes on my Priest, well, on my Holy Priest when I'm playing Holy, my Sanctify, any reticle ability, I have a tendency to sometimes whiff onto the ceiling. So the trick here is to not get tricked by faster classes. Just because the shamans can make it doesn't mean that I can. Wait for your normal size person gap. So that gap the shamans can make, I have to wait. I can't do that one. Maybe if I perfectly timed it and had feather, but like we're not messing with it. It's better to wait than it is to like get ported back and have to start over. Oh no, I've been there. I can't grip them either. I've tried. That's a great way to prank somebody and send them back home where they came from. Also, I just realized why my lights are so bright. I turned them up to do the news video yesterday and I didn't turn them back down. I'm getting cooked over here. So why is it so loud in here? There we go. That's nicer. Like 20%. Doesn't need to be looking into the surface of the sun. This is such a rude thing for them to leave in a key, like a timed gameplay mode. It just puts so much pressure on people. Rearrange my desk. Put my tea on this side, I think. Maybe over here, where my stream deck is. Just don't spill tea on the computer. We don't want that. We can't afford that. Alright, we're here. We're going. This one. This one. This one. This one. This one. This one. I just wanted to
Dispel.
kick the tune-up. I don't have anything for that wall. I use my one kick and then I'm kind of out for a while.
Dispel.
Dangerous pack. How do y'all feel about Resto Shaman versus Holy Priest being easier? I have no useful information, but I'm reading it
Dispel.
out so that hopefully some of you guys have useful information, because I'm curious. I only have half of that story. I only play Holy Priest. I don't play anything else. I have no frame of reference. It's nice because it's straightforward. But it is... Ooh, careful. Ooh. Oh, I'm so sorry. Reactive
AOE incoming.
as opposed to proactive, which can sometimes make things a bit hectic. So there are ads in this fight that I need to be aware of. And then there are saws in this fight that I need to not be in the way of. Are there still ads in this fight? I assumed so, but I haven't dealt with any because I've been healing it. I could have sworn they're like the little fire spitting flowers. Oh yeah, there it is. There we go.
AOE incoming.
Lovely. Emissary is going to come up. There we go. Grabbed it. Yeah, the LA Shaman's going pretty big.
Stay away from lines.
I've got
Stay
some
away from
cooldowns here.
lines.
And running with Vampiric
Stay away
Embrace,
from
which will
lines.
hopefully help people survive this, because this pull sucks to heal.
Stay away from lines.
Part of me wants to do the rest of my enterprising damage dealer this week while we have the cooldown reduction emissary, and then the rest of me wants to leave it till next week so I can get so I can benefit from unlocking more vault slots next week because I still need so many Mythdrach items. Although for what? I guess for next season. Yeah, Holy Priest is very safe on mana unless
Interrupt.
something's going like really badly wrong.
AOE incoming. AOE incoming.
We start tanking this week. Anthus gets 2 weeks of boxes.
Dispel.
Yeah, and he needs them more.
Dispel.
I don't really want to like commit to accomplishing
AOE
keys of any
incoming.
particular level on Anthus this week. I think if I just start them, that'll be good enough.
AOE incoming.
There we go. How's mana? Yeah, Resto Shaman is a little low on mana here. Straight to dense. Send help Oceanic servers down. Oh no. Okay.
Interrupt. Interrupt. Dispel.
A lot of stuff on the ground. It's easy to miss things.
Dispel. Dispel.
had a brief moment of fear where I thought they were going to ask for, like, invis pots, which I for sure do not carry. Go Bolt, D20! If anything, attempting to get triple threat is kind of
AOE
teaching me how fun
incoming.
keys can be now, especially with trying out different classes and roles.
AOE incoming.
Yeah, I really thought that doing these 10s as a DPS in full pugs was going to be miserable. And it's been really fun. It's been chill. It's just been like a great chance to kind of noodle around.
Dispel.
Mind you, I'm benefiting from all of the item level that my main has. So she's not like starting off naked. I
Dispel.
feel like it's a lot more stressful to start off
AOE incoming.
on something that you're less familiar with and less geared on. But it's been a good time. It's been going fine. The only one we didn't time was that 110 top, and it wasn't awful. It was just a little spicy at the end. Okie dokie.
Watch orb. Watch orb. Run out. Watch orb. Run.
I wasn't looking at where the boss was because I figured I was so far away there was no way he was gonna reach me, and then I looked
Watch
up and I'm
out.
like, oh, watch out.
Run. Phase 2.
Happy Saturday, Hazel. Happy Saturday, Trisk. How you doing? Anthus has no tank trinkets whatsoever. I mean, he has trinkets. They're just... I don't know if they'll help him with tanking or not.
Run out. Run. Keep moving. Run out.
Sometimes I catch myself holding my breath during boss fights, which is not great, you know. Air helps with almost everything that you're trying to do.
Run out.
I like how the music starts slowing down, but if you're on a really high key level and it takes forever to kill him, then it has to start going again because it's just, there's not enough music. It can only slow down for so long. It's like a pre-taped thing.
Run. Keep moving.
There we go. We did it. +2'd the timer too. I did 2.5 mil overall, which is third, but not too bad. Respectable. Oh, and I got some transmog. Sorry for the murder. Thank you very much. Alright. Well, that was nice. I don't even remember a murder. Yeah, he could do. I mean, he'll get some dinars eventually. I don't know about Elafar. Don't think I've ever seen a group not skip this pack. None of my pugs ever skipped it. Yeah, I'm sure it is mind soothable. I just, we usually pull it, so I just kind of got used to doing that. We tuned it. It was all good. Those are trifocals, which are kind of fun. I apparently needed the appearance for them, so that's cute. They've got like little cables on them. Disenchant those. So she's now half done Enterprising Damage Dealer. I'll work on the rest of it next week, and that way I'll get at least 2 vault slots next week, assuming we finish it. Which means it's time to whip out my friend, my colleague, my tank alt, Anthus. We're going to take a look at a bunch of stuff here. Heck yes. We've got talents. The main thing I want to set up is kind of like some basic enchants. And I want to set up a couple of mouse over macros, and I want to set up his cooldown manager. So let's start with the macros, because those are easy. I just want, because I turned mouse over off for him. So we're going to say mouse over bop. Mouse over blessing of protection. That is what it's called, right? Yep. There's that one. And then same thing for sack. And freedom. I'm always dropping the E for mouse over. This is Blessing of Sacrifice. And then you'll know it's gone through correctly when it updates the icon. And then what is that? Blessing of Freedom, not Hand of Freedom. Bop, or mouse over freedom. Because those are the things that I think I'm likely to want to cast on others. Maybe, if I'm feeling like real generous. Freedom, good. Okay, so we also have Blinding Light, we've got Bubble, we've got Avenging Wrath. I think we're gonna move here. To what? I don't know. I pulled a Wowhead build. I'm a Templar. It told me that means something. What did it tell me that it means? You want to use Eye of Tyr and Hammer of Light on cooldown. Eye of Tyr is the blue one. I don't know what Hammer of Light is. Hammer of... I've got a lot of hammers. I've got Blessed Hammers. I've got... Eye of Tyr is replaced with Hammer of Light. Oh, okay. So just you want to use Eye of Tyr and then you want to keep mashing the Eye of Tyr button. It changes. I hate it when they do that. It makes it hard for me to learn stuff. Judgment, Blessed Hammer, and then Hammer of Wrath. Maximize the duration of Shake the Heavens, which is this. After casting Hammer of Light, which is the thing that happens after Eye of Tyr, you call down Empyrean Hammers. Okay. And then doing those things extends duration of those Empyrean Hammers. Okay, cool. I don't have a monk leveled up. This is the only class that I have at 80 that has a tank spec available. Woggenland hands. Yeah, okay. Let's do that. The reason I'm doing macros instead of just turning on global mouse over like I normally do is so that I have just regular target casting for the rest of it, so I'm not accidentally like whiffing off Avenger Shield on something I'm randomly mousing over. I like keeping global mouse over on for healing, but for tanking I think it would be too messy for me. Hammermancer. Okay. So I've got my macros. That's good. I need to fix my transmog. That should probably be my last thing to do. What else do I want? I want to look at my consumables. He's only got 2,500 gold here, so we might have to send him some stuff. Or pick up some gold from the guild bank. I mailed myself a Greater Void Ritual rune, and I've got a hero tier head, so I'm happy to enchant that with the... That's the Horrific Vision thing, so that's helpful. AoE Stormrider's Fury for the weapon. So yeah, we're gonna pull some enchants here. Or some gold to buy a couple of enchants. Now, I am an enchanter, but let's not get too carried away with the details. Let's grab like 10k gold for this project. Let's see if we have any veteran gear that needs replacing. I think it should all be champion or better. It is all champion or better. That's a great place to start. He has a cloak enchant. I want a Stormrider's Fury because we're going to do AoE because we're going to be doing dungeons. For a weapon, I've got a cloak enchant. It's not the right one, but it's close enough. I have Crystalline Radiance on his chest already. I have Avoidance on his bracers, which is fine. He has an armor kit on his legs. Wow, I actually like set him up at one point. Let's get a Scout's March for his boots. What did I give him? Speed. What are these boots? Hero track. Yeah, okay. And then for rings, they're wanting me to do haste. So I'm going to get 2 haste enchants. Radiant haste. I have a feeling that I'm going to get a lot of really good advice that predicates on me knowing paladin words that I'm going to have no idea of. I want to stress that my level of gameplay is about to be I'm pressing the yellow button. No, not that one. The other yellow button. I'm going to get a lot of really good advice that's going to have to do with things that I do not understand and will not understand until, like, 3 weeks later when it finally sinks in. I'm going to be tanking, yes. The icons. The icons and then the ability names are very similar on paladins. I find, anyway. Alright, well, he's got enchants. That's a good start. We don't have any crafted gear. I'm not going to fuss about it. I have some silver alchemical chaos. We'll work with those for now. I need healing pots. Let's get healing pots. That's important. And then let's get mana oil as well. Oh, he needs mana oil. Alright. Healing pots. The silvers are just so much cheaper. That's actually what I use in my priest. Let's get 50 of those. The golds of these are not that much more expensive, so I buy these in gold. We'll get 5 of those. I'm not using augment runes. I will get some Beladar's bounties. Give me like 30 of those. 50. 100 maybe. Because I'm not gonna make them hardy. Gems. They're talking about an elusive blasphemite and masterful emeralds. I do have an elusive blasphemite. No, I have a culminating blasphemite. Elusive gives me movement speed. I think this is fine. I think having one in general is gonna be good. And then if we get any more gem slots, we're talking about masterful emeralds. Tracy, thank you for the 29-month resub. Appreciate it. Holy smokes. Alright, so we've got these things that we bought. I like making a little kit with like my consumes here, so the ones that I'm using out of combat anyway. So I'm going to stick my mana oil, buy my flasks, buy my food. Good. Happy with that. And now... Here, I'm going to clean up my bags a tiny bit just so that they're not stressing me out with stuff we don't need to worry about. We can vendor that. I have 8 tokens of merit. So I could actually buy myself some sockets, honestly. Or just gold, but... we can definitely do that. he doesn't need trade mats. As a paladin main, I support this venture. Bastion Covenant ability. Oh, Divine Toll maybe? I had that one as ret. I did play a little bit of ret this season, just in delves. Yeah. Wait, that was just as late. Wait, now hammer. No, the other hammer. Yeah, no, we'll have a good time. Okay. So now I'm going to turn off meters because as far as I'm concerned, they don't matter. If I'm keeping aggro, that's good. I'm gonna go into edit mode. We're gonna make sure we're in Hazel tanking UI, which makes my health frame a little bit bigger. This is the cooldown manager. I'm gonna not even hide it when inactive. I'm gonna keep it maybe right here. That's gonna track my Shield of the Righteous. Icon and name, that'll help. Those are probably the important ones to do. Yeah, okay. Save. I wonder if it only shows in combat. Because I want to test that out. There must be whatchamacallums. Target dummies here somewhere? I'm gonna track whatever Blizzard is tracking me by default. And I'm gonna try to keep it as simple as humanly possible because remember, I don't really know the difference between the different yellow buttons, so making it any more complicated is not gonna be beneficial just yet. Hydrate? What do you mean hydrate? I've been drinking tea all stream. Think you're going triple threat, having fun? So far so good, but I haven't started tanking yet. This is gonna be the fun one. There's just so many things that interact with each other. And I feel like, yes, you can read all of your tooltips and you can hope that you've absorbed everything. But there's also something to be said for just go and do things. I would love a target dummy. I guess I can just go, like, hit like a mob. Here, birdies. Why is it not showing up? I just enabled it. It looked great. Where is it? This is the problem I had with the cooldown manager previously as well. Why is it not on? Edit mode. It says always visible. It's not hiding when inactive. So where is it? Yeah, follower dungeons wouldn't be an awful thing to try. It needs to be enabled. Is it not? It looks enabled to me. In my settings. So not these settings that have to do with it. Options as well. Okay, options. Oh, for crying out loud. Heavens to Betsy. That's so silly. Thank you. That did work. Okay, so these are essential cooldowns. Here, we'll stick those over here. Nice and asymmetrical. That'll make people happy. That's, dare I say, a little dumb that you can enable them like here and configure them, and if it's not in a completely different options menu enabled, it won't, like, there should at least be some kind of an alert. Okay. So now this should work. I need some more birds to murder. Actually, maybe I don't need birds to murder. I don't need any birds. All right. I'm going to tentatively try it without the cooldown bar and with just the buff bar, I think. Because now that I have them on... Oh, I need those ones. Yeah. I can see all my cooldowns on my bar, so I think that's going to be good enough for me. This is basically all I wanted. I just wanted a Shield of the Righteous timer here. This feels low, but is it low? It is a little low, isn't it? Let's bump him up a little bit. Maybe to this here. It's my UI. I can stick it wherever I want. And then he should match approximately. Let's try that. Yeah, I think that looks good. I think that's fine. I think that's clean. It's not overcomplicated. Now he needs a transmog because this is a mess. He's a tank now, and he needs to look like one. New Anthus tanking. What shoulders scream? Tanking. What do I want to wear in these dungeons? I do like these ones. Got all kinds of good stuff. Do I want to be big and flashy? Do I want to be... I want to be big and flashy. What's the point of being a plate wearer if I'm not enormous? I need to be built like a brick house. Wish the cooldown manager was not every single button you already have on the bar. Yeah, I'm hoping they continue to iterate on that. And they make it a little less, you know, all or nothing. The desire to put him in a dress. Yeah, the desire to put him in something that looks like cloth. I do love me the Zandalari stuff. Mainly because it lets his pecs breathe. You know, he's got a little corset on. You gotta have the right shoulders with it, though. Not the glasses with it. He is cute. I feel like I can't augment it into anything that's too serious, because it detracts from his cute energy, which I'm gonna need. He needs to not forget who he is. We got any sexy boots here? We're kind of doing like a teal and bronze situation. I'm sure there's matching ones. Those are the matching boots. Gonna come back, I think, for his helmet. So you want to use a sword or a mace or like, what's he saying here? Melee weapons are so fun because you have so many options that are like fun. You've got, I never get to Mog shields. This is half the reason I wanted to play a shield class. There's so many. They're so cool. They're big too. I kind of like this sort of pseudo Zandalari thing, but in a tank that's going on here. Maybe a nice axe, like the blue sideways one. This is clearly a very important thing to manage when you're thinking about tanking dungeons. It's kind of hard not to just put shades in everybody. He is in his Zandalar era, that is true. He could be the king. He could be the king. The crown looks like a party crown. It looks very Party City on him. That might be getting somewhere. It's a little goofy, but I like it. He walks into your key. The weapon, I think we can do better on the weapon. Is this what I'm spending all my gold on? I can give him a wood sword. That's fun. We're in kind of blues and teals, though. That's kind of cool. Like he stole it from somewhere. Keep that one tentatively for now. That's always fun. Man, I never get to mog swords. These are so cool. That's too chunky. Are these one-handed swords? Oh no, they're artifacts. Oath Seeker. Oh, the arc saber is cool. Not for this guy, but just in general. I love this. I remember pitching a big fit over trying to get that one. It's an old chain blade. Okay, we're going back to the crystal slicer. I like that. Yeah. Yeah, he looks like he could tell you a story in a bar for sure. Oh, somebody bought a ringing deep ingot. Okay. So the question now is, what can he do? His mythic... Oh, he has a rating of 513. I must have done some ret dungeons. I certainly did not tank them. Must have done some ret dungeons at some point in my life. I'm gonna maybe list my key. I think that might be what I'll do. I don't really want to mess around with the follower dungeon. I'd rather do a low key. To get a key, I need to go to next door. Who's this handsome fellow? I think the shield is too saturated. Everything else is a little bit muted, and the shield is too bright. But I also want it to be big enough. That one's got feathers on it. It's like a party. Ready for a festival. Green, blue, and kind of vaguely troll based. Not as many shields as I thought I had, actually. I mean, I can use the lily pad if I don't want it to be big. We've got these bucklers. That might match better. Yeah, that matches a little better. Alright. Currently mostly using Wowwood's Holy Priest build. I'm using... Okay, so for keys, and I would not recommend this if you're brand new, but I decided I wanted to play around with Oracle. If it's telling you to be Archon, then just stick with that. It's way simpler. But I've been playing around with Oracle and keys, and that's what I've been doing for like my 12s and 13s and stuff, because it gives me more flexibility for emergencies. Okay, so he needs a key. He also needs a mount. This is going to be very important. Can I... Does he have Mount Journal Enhanced? I'm procrastinating. I'm totally procrastinating. Yeah, Archon's great. It also gives you a stronger fort buff. There's extra stam from fort in the Archon tree, which is super nice to have. Can we solo Razageth yet? I'm not sure, actually. I turned on Mount Journal Enhance so that I could filter mounts by color and kind of grab like sort of a bluey-greeny situation, so I could find something that's gonna kind of like go with... These are maybe a little bit too blue. Let's drag it more towards green. There he goes. I don't think it matches thematically, but I like the color. And I love the Razor Wings. We never ride them. Okay, he's gonna get a key. It's still not in this building. Good grief. Around the corner. Can't grasp premonition. Yeah, it takes a bit of getting used to. The one that gives you extra casts, I almost exclusively use on Prayer of Mending. The one that gives you the big heal shield, I use with Serenity. And then the other one I just kind of wing whenever. And then whenever it's the one that's all of them, I usually use the shield first with Serenity, because that's kind of the useful one. And then I wing a couple of Prayer of Mendings, and then I just heal like normal. I just try to have one up, any of them really, but one of them up for emergencies. Okay, so he has a Dark Flame Cleft 2. Is that what I want to pull here? Hi, kitty cat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi. You're so cute and soft. I guess I'm starting a Dark Flame Cleft. I'm genuinely nervous. My plan is just to pull stuff and hope for the best, and to not pull too big right away because I'm still going to be like learning everything. But it's just a 2. It's not a big deal. I'm gonna go there first of all. I'm gonna list the key and I'm gonna try to take. I don't know. I'm gonna see who applies. I guess. I don't know by what mechanism I'm gonna invite people. We're within. We're gonna do Dark Flame Cleft. I'll have whatchamacallit? DBM? DBM can tell me what to do? Question mark? No, I've never heard of wing yourself and overheal. It sounds like a great idea. It's never occurred to me before. Okay. Dungeons. Start a group. Dark Flame Cleft 2. Goal. Standard. What's my item level? I'm 655. Let's say 640. Does he need a little pet? Maybe like a raptor, because he's kind of in his Zandalari era. He's got a little baby Zandalari raptor. That's cute. Done a 2. It's a Death Knight. Here's a healer. Betcha that's one of you guys. Because you timed 13s. I'll take it. And then we have a DPS. Oh, they canceled. A lot of pallies. Yeah, I'm not going to fuss about group comp in the slightest. The danger with taking super big DPS, not that I'm above it, but the danger is that you guys are going to be ripping aggro off me because I'm new. And also that things will, I don't know, die before I learn anything. Hello. They'll rip right off. Yeah. Anyway, I'm at the portal. Oh yeah, Jack's great. I read the Wowhead guide, but I didn't watch any videos. Yeah, we can summon some people here. I like my outfit, so that's a good start for tanking. Oh, I didn't look at the rotation section. What do they want me to do? They want me to consecrate, hammer, shield, wrath stuff. I'm gonna try to get good uptime on Shield of the Righteous. What else am I gonna do? I think that's about it. Wing yourself in the context of a Holy Priest would be Guardian Spirit. Increases your healing done to the target. Which dungeon was it? Dark Flame Cleft. I'm genuinely gonna flask and stuff for this. Listen, I'm new here. Oh my gosh, there's a hearty feast? Wow. This is really fancy. Okay. It's my key. The thingy is... Where is the thingy? It's not a mythic. Hang on, that's my bad. I don't think. I got a zone out so I can change it. I don't usually lead groups. So once we're all out, I will pop it up. I'm like, where's the thingy? Okay. Good to zone back in. Kitty, wish me luck. Once we're all in, do a little ready check. I don't know that I need any gear from this specifically. I'm mostly just looking for a little bit of experience. And also building his own key is helpful. Getting a little bit of rating maybe. All right. 3 and a 2 and a 1 and a go. I don't even think we have like a affix or anything. What's my plan to pull things? I know sometimes people grab the grouper in the corner and bring it back. I think I'm just gonna go forward. I'm gonna grab these. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Get Shield of the Righteous. The second I get some, get this guy. All right, so there's my Shield of the Righteous buff. I need rotation assist. I'm genuinely probably going to turn that on next patch. Okie dokie. So I'm going to grab these guys. And then I'm going to grab these guys. I'm going to maybe pull them over here. I can interrupt some things. There's Shield of the Righteous. There's Wog. It's a lot on my screen right now. I think I'm supposed to hammer my G button. That's a good one to do. What does this do? It's a long cooldown. I think that's supposed to save somebody. Right. Woohoo! I like how I thought everything was going to come with me and it's like not. Let's use some cooldowns. And maybe some of that. Okay, we're getting a big pull. I'm gonna bop somebody. I'm gonna hammer some buttons. This is why we're on a 2. With a 680 healer. Oh, Shield of the Righteous extends. Okay. I wonder if it has a maximum duration or if I can just keep hammering it to add up time whenever I'm not sure about what else to press. You can stack it. Can I stack it forever? Can I get like 5 minutes of it? Or is that unreasonable? Woohoo! Okay. I'm assuming we need this stuff. I'm sure I'm gonna overpull everything. $13 or 14 seconds is the maximum on the shield. Okay. Okay. I don't... I'm just gonna pull things and hope for the best. I should probably pull him over to the cart so that we can cleave. That sounds reasonable. I'm trying to think if there's any other great ideas that I'm about to have. There's a frontal. It's gonna get charged. Sometimes this thing happens when I'm tanking where I feel like I'm just kind of pressing random buttons. It seems fine. Pretty happy with this. So I know we jump down here once we're all kind of with me. And then I'm going to take that candle into this pack. Here's Eye of Tyr. Let's get my Avenging Shield actually back up. There's so many things going on that I can't possibly be looking at all of them right now. So my plan is just to kind of rove my eyes around the screen and see if anything seems like it's important. It's going fine for now. How is tanking? Ah, so far so good. Definitely it's all me. Definitely not being carried by really geared healers. We're doing great. Okay, we're gonna get some candle trash. I feel like this pack or these guys, I'm gonna get a few of them. I'm not gonna like go ham and pull everything because I've seen that really struggle in here before. Because of that explosive fire buff. 3 seconds. It's like 10 seconds left on it. I think I want to like let it drop though, just for practice. 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay. Can I kick him with like a blinding light? I can't kick him with a blinding light. I did it. How do we feel about Divine Toll? Oh, that kicks him too. Okay. Maybe my project will be to do that for a while. Eyes wandering around hoping something will stick. Yeah, you can't put too much pressure on yourself to like learn everything right away. Or like compare it to classes that you've been playing for years. It's just not gonna happen. What, I don't get to light any candles? I just have to stand here in melee and like hit him and stuff? I'm bored. What do I do now? Did you desert a dungeon group for this? Not that I'm judging, but I was just kind of like looking at the debuffs and I'm like, hang on a second. What's happened here? Alright, we're going for triple threat. Yeah. This, to be clear, is a 2 and not a 10. I'm just, I figured I should make some motions about learning to tank before I jump into tents. Build up my own key and stuff. Nice, nice. RP realms are nice. They tend to have less, population of people, like, out in the world and stuff. Because... Why is that true? Because they only get mixed with other RP realms, or at least that used to be the case. So, if you're looking for rares in an area where rares remain up even if there aren't people around, RP realms are really great for that. And I'm sure they're also great for things like roleplaying. They tend to be quiet. People tend to be fairly polite. Okay. This particular triple threat title says first war within season 2. If that's what the question was. I think I missed some context. They may do it again, but for the time being it's just for this season. And even more rudely, it does not count retroactively any keys you might have done before 10.1.5. So I had to redo a bunch of them. But now with whatchamacallums. Void Ritual, like the Helm enchants, and with whatchamacallums. We're about to get the disc belts coming out. There's like a lot of power going around that makes 10s a lot easier to time than they have been. I'm assuming if the ground fills up, my job is just to kind of drag him away from wax so that there's places for the melee to stand. I have a kick for Paranoid Mind. Get that one. Pretty short kick cooldown. Is it on me? Should I go behind the thing? Well, that's what everybody else does. Yeah, that seemed to work. I guess I'll go... Oh, he's dead. Nice. Oh, this'll be fun. Will the disc belt make you a disc priest? So I'm gonna wait, make sure everybody catches up. Woohoo! Off and away. It's still going. Concerned if one button will turn out to be more DPS than me trying my best. I don't think so. It would be a metric to track, though. Like, you one button for a while, see what the number is, and then practice on target dummies for a hot minute and see what you can get to. You can do it on the same character, yes. I did 2 of them, or I'm working on 2 of them on my priest. But you could do all 3 on one character if it's a druid or a paladin. And you wanna do that? we're getting the basics of this. Maybe not the meat and potatoes, but we've at least got one potato. Oh, thanks. Every time I look at my Shield of the Righteous, I seem to have it up, so I must be mashing it close to enough. Let me grab a little bit more stuff. Oh, that's a hit. That's a pit. That's a pit! Okay. Ooh, I thought I fell in the hole. I thought I fell in the hole. Careful in the dark. Sometimes you can't see where you're going. I was just gonna run ahead and grab the rest of it, and I almost died. And we made it. So I think as a tank, my role on this last boss is to move the candle out of the frontal. And other than that, just kind of like, I don't know, hit buttons and stuff. But we have a bunch of trash to do beforehand. Although not that much trash. We're at 94%. I vastly overpulled in the beginning. I don't know how much of the end is skippable. Might be. No. I'm sure it was me. I wouldn't worry about it. Besides, we didn't even lose anybody. Oh, so I'm gonna, I guess, hug left because I know that's the corner we're going around. So if there's, we probably don't need to do the whole lap. This one, and then maybe this one. On my buff. I don't know what my hammers are doing. Depends on gear. There's a tank buster. Okay. You know what I haven't started doing is doing any mitigation beyond just mashing Shield of the Righteous. I don't know what my other plan would be. Ardent Defender. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Alright, we're all here. Woo! We'll try it. Oh, did I not grab the candle? I meant to. I did not do a good job of grabbing the candle. Oh, there's trash. Someone's got the thing. That's good. I meant to grab the candle. I was mashing my extra action button. I guess I click on the candle and then I extra action button. It does say it's an extra action button though. It does say it should work. Alright, so I'm grabbing the candle. I'm grabbing the candle. I'm trying to grab the candle. I can't grab it through his model. Am I tanking him in a bad spot? I'll try the extra action button again next time. I didn't use it that time because I didn't think it worked the first time when I tried to do it that way. I'm just gonna scooch the candle just for fun. Oh, it's a cast time and then it's a global. Okay. I was probably just mashing it insta and hoping that it would go, and it did not go. Okay, we learned something. Woo! Oh, I do need extra percentage. Well, it's good. We didn't overpull after all. That's funny. I don't know what percentage anything gives. Like, no idea. There we go. I wonder what my best thing to use. I used to have an add-on that would show me count. Gonna be close. Yeah, we +3 did, I think. Yeah, the Keystone got +3, so got a bunch of rating. Because I'd never done that one. Thanks, guys. It was my very first day tanking. I didn't see a mount drop. I have one already. A portal. You always gotta check where it's to, though. Grand Soul, thank you. Oh, it's to Dornegal. That's nice. I have that macro as well. I was mashing it. I just wasn't giving it the global that it needed to pick it up. I figured it would be off the global. It's this one button here. It's literally on my one. I'm gonna drop group for the moment. I think I'm gonna take a break before I look for another one. You know what I didn't use the entire time is my trinket? I have a Noggenfogger Ultimate Deluxe that summons a pirate. Did not once summon him. Not a single time did I bring him forth into the world. Also, the key we got is a Theater of Pain 5. That'll be fun. Fantastic tanking. Aw, shucks. I'll take it. Honor to heal you. Best of luck in the rest of your triple threat journey. Thank you. I think building my key is good because if we're 3 in them, then I can jump up in key levels pretty fast. If we're not, then I think it'll put me pretty much where I'm meant to be. And I can build up my rating and get some practice there, and I'm sure we'll be at 10s in no time. Oh, Mythologic, thank you for the 64-month resub. Finally caught a stream. Good luck with the grind. Thank you very much. I got a little bit of score for that. I wonder, I probably got some crests too. I got 10 runed crests. So he's got 12 of them right now. Keep an eye on my crest collection because I'm sure there's upgrades that I can run. Oh, I wanted to check and see if I wanted to use my tokens of merit for anything. If I want to like pop sockets onto my gear or something. I could maybe add a socket to my hero helm. Might be good. Using the key system as intended. Sacro Blow. So yeah, he's got 8 of these because he's been... So he could take a socket and then still have 2 left over for either gold or a socket in the future. Yeah, alright. Helms, bracers, belts. He's got a hero helm with some decent stats for him. Do that, and we'll get a Masterful Emerald to pop into it. If I wanted to get, let me see, I can Google this. Add-on for Mythic plus count. Mythic dungeon tools. I don't want like a whole big thing. Oh, no longer trackable. Oh, never mind. Add-on for Mythic plus percentage. This is a... MDT does count stuff. I used to use Angry Keys. I'll just... Oh, that'll be fine. Pop our Gemaroonie in there. Okay, I will be right back, and when I get back, we will, I think, list up my Theater of Pain 5 and see how that goes. Okay, I went and checked on the animals. Moose is passed out on the couch, and Miss Kira is standing guard at the front door, as she does. Alrighty, let's, I guess port. I'm just gonna take the key that I'm given. We're gonna port to Shadowlands. I'm gonna go there first. I guess if I don't bring a priest, maybe, or a rogue. I haven't seen a rogue in years. We just pull the front pack. Normally I mind soothe it, but I don't know if I'm gonna have a priest or not. And if I do have a priest, I don't know if I'm gonna like expect them to know that, and I don't know if I want to use my words. That would be crazy. Okay. Yeah, let's try a Theater 5. This should be a step up from the 2. But, good news is that I feel like I found 1 or 2 buttons. Start a group, Theater Pain 5. What do they recommend for this? They say 629. Let's say 650 for the 5. I feel like that's pretty reasonable. That's about where I'm at. I'm at 655. DH works as well. What do they do? Also, I feel like for a 5, the skip is kind of arbitrary. It's also nice getting people that are kind of at the same item level that are sort of pushing the same level of keys that like need it, you know? Not that I'm opposed to carries, but I wonder if I should try for more group comp. Oh no, I think we're fine. Oh, they can cage the left mob. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try and skip that mini boss, to be honest. I'm just gonna pull it. We do have a warlock. I guess if they want a gate for it. I don't really know counts or anything. So I'm just gonna kind of hope for the best. Okie dokie. Help some summons. If nothing else, it's maybe good for some Valor Stones, as long as we do it anyway. I guess I could always run into the phenomena that I've heard people talk about, where people are just leaving in keys. Every second or third time I run TOP, there's some new skip I have to figure out. Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of any trash skip that is finicky or has like a failure rate, which is most of them. Okie dokie. Hi. Don't like most of the ones where you have to skinny walk. Yeah, I find I'm not super good at it. Warlock's gonna relog. A lot of people expect you to know and be perfect at it. Yeah. I don't mind them when I'm in a group with my friends and we're in Discord, because if anything, if we're doing any skips, they'll talk to us about it. It's when there's like unspoken agreements that I hate it when there's like unspoken rules that no one told me about. It's like it like triggers a old fear from school about not understanding something I'm being expected to do and then being held accountable for some rule that no one told me about. I hate that. Nice shirt. Oh, thank you. It's got some invertebrates on it. It's also got a lot of dog hair on it because I was brushing my dog this morning. Blasphemere, thank you very much for the 72-month resub. Oh, that's an everything stew. Alright. GLHF. Don't mind my tanking, although I'm not going to say that in chat. I'm restraining myself from making excuses or apologies in advance. Just in general. I think I'm just going to pull this front pack because unless we're like going to do like some weird like skips, I think it's going to be easiest. Oh, there is a skip. Oh, I didn't know we were getting a gate. Sorry. Off to a good start. All right. We're just going to press some buttons so that we have it. Don't mind me. I was like looking at the... Don't mind me. At these key levels, I'm not opposed to over-pulling a bit. It will be nice to learn the correct counts for later on, because I think for 10s it is going to matter. At least a little bit. I wonder if I'm going to end up doing 10s with my friends. I might do. It might just be nice to have done this. done this for, okay. So I think we'll pull it to the edge, if I had to guess. And then just kind of like an around in a circle, maybe? No target. Oh, it's because I didn't set up my mouse over macros with anything that can help. But Sathel's almost dead. Does that knock me back? No, okay. Guardian of Ancient Kings is not very long, but it's not a very long cooldown either. You'll be fine. Which way should I go? Someone's gonna be wanting me. I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? What do we normally do first? I've seen people do all kinds of things first. As usually Kulthrok's last. Usually Gorechop or Zav is first. I don't even know which direction they're in, honestly. I'm probably just gonna pick one and start running. Maybe Zav to get that stupid skip out of the way. Gorechop's a long fight if you don't use Lust. Altar of... Not Agony. Yeah, let's go this way, sure, why not? I think I will wait and see if a gate goes up when we get to that last mob. Is what I'm gonna do. But if it doesn't, we can just pull it. I'm not gonna try to run, really. That's my plan. But in Pugs, I choose different ones every time. Okay. I was gonna say I just don't want to do something really goofy that no one's ever heard of, but why not, you know? Do the goofy thing, it'll be fine. What's the worst thing that's gonna happen? Someone's gonna yell at me? Digitally? I mean, that sounds like the end of my life, but I'm just gonna try and work through that feeling. It's not the end of my life. And also, we're doing fine. Look at me, I've even got Chittled Righteous up. Pressing a tank button. Whenever I invite tanks to groups, I'm just kind of looking for a warm body that's, like, alive. And even then, I only expect them to be alive sometimes. The only time it felt like the tank was being really goofy has been in Floodgate. Yeah, if I think of it when I'm healing, the thing I really don't like is when tanks MDI pull when it's not appropriate to do so. And I know I'm not doing that. So everything else I think is pretty forgivable. I'm not trying to like pull 5 packs at a time when I can realistically tank 2. Yeah, so we're doing fine. I'm trying to like throw extra off heals on people, but still keep my Shield of the Righteous up. MDI is... An MDI pull is just kind of a shorthand for a big pull, or like a chain pull, because MDI is the Mythic Dungeon Invitational. It's like the competition. So those players are professionals, and they pull a lot of trash very quickly. And they do it effectively because they're like groups and they're ready for it. But what happens is that like you know, Joe from Alabama on his mom's laptop is going to watch the MDI, and he's going to be like, yeah, that's how we should pull. And then he goes into like his +5 pug with no gear and no voice and no hope. And he's going to pull the same way, and then he's going to tell everybody off when they wipe, even though it was 1,000% his fault. It's been known to happen sometimes. It would be like trying to use some NBA move that's really dangerous at your pickup soccer game and then being upset that you didn't win. I shouldn't use those metaphors. I don't know what they do in the NBA. Okay, so I will wait to see if we want to gate. If we want to pull, that's fine too. I will grab it. Happy with that. I think I'm going to use Ancient Kings for the next stomp. Or maybe just now. Or not Ancient Kings. Ardent Defender. Ancient Kings is a 5-minute cooldown. Ardent Defender is the one I'm thinking of. Alright, I'm feeling a little better about this. I'm glad I came in like this, solo. Or not solo, but like pugs. So that I can kind of feel like I'm figuring things out a little bit before my friends just, come through and like do everything for me. Make sure we're all here. Okay. Healer has mana, that's good. Probably should have checked beforehand, but what are you gonna do? That would be the tank buster. That didn't hurt so bad. Oh, we missed the Void Emissary? I should have put more damage into it. I wasn't thinking. It was also right on top of the banner. Remember Divine Toll. It's a good one. Alright, the banner's down. I haven't sacked anybody yet, but I'm looking forward to it. I should have a think about when I want to do that. It's probably an easier one to do than Bop. And the Void Emissary. I miss my Shadow Word Death so bad when it's not here. It chunks these things. I should always invite a Shadow Priest. You can like 3-shot them if you have procs. Okay, he's dead. Rip our buff. Alright, time for Gore Chop. Which way is Gore Chop? Carnage. Carnage sounds true. I think this way. I'm gonna wait to make sure we're here, because this can get kind of dicey, and I'm gonna maybe like wait to help heal some people. Okay. So we'll grab this guy, and do this. And I think I'm not going to pull more than that because, like I said, we're on a 5. We don't need to be doing anything too fancy. And this place, if the Withering Discharges start getting off... Oh, I used my first Hammer of Justice! Haha! If the Withering Discharges start getting off, it gets kind of hairy, so I'd rather just do this in 2. Not too bad. Pretty happy with that. And then I know for this next thing we want to like walk behind one of the guys depending on like where they've padded to. These guys are kind of jumpy. I see now why my tank wants me to stand kind of close range whenever oh, I don't have anything. I don't have anything. I'm sorry. Just so that they're not jumping out as far. I was like, what does it matter? It's gonna walk back to you anyway. But the melee are just kind of looking at it like, he's gone. Okay, so that guy is going away. I feel like it's pretty good. Good timing. Did we all make it? I think we all made it. Pleased with that. What's the range of my kick? Melee range. What's the range of melee? 25 yards. I will punch you from a very far distance with a very bendy arm like Elastigirl. Okay. Come. Frontsy backsies. And avoid emissary. Frontsy backsies. Sacrifice? That void emissary is not gonna die, are they? Nope. And let's move it a little farther down the hall, shall we? Oh, frontsy backsies. I'm standing and stuff now. I'm getting a little messy. Uh-oh. What did they release? I think they released. This is an important time to to remember, and we can pull these while we wait, that I have a battle res. I have intercession. I can intercess people. I'll make sure the shaman gets back before we pull anything else. Paladin seems really fun. Like, once you got really confident and comfortable with it, there's a lot of cool things that you can do to help people out with all of your, like, your freedom and your bop and your land hands and your sack. I just want to wait for the shaman. They're coming? They might have gotten kind of stuck. Can we summon them? Is that possible? Oh. Never mind, we're good. GLF. There we go. GLHF, that's what I meant to say. Ooh, he kind of hurts. Means business. And then I suppose I want to be grabbing these leftovers and stuff. I don't have a rock on my bar. Hang on. There we go. Meant to put it over there. Whoa! Don't mind me. Bubble. I was busy trying to get my health done on my bar. It was very important. Alright, so we're gonna stand back out of that. I can do this properly. I can. I'm gonna pull this guy. The chains are coming. I'm gonna go to the right. Nice. I can see a little sacrifice. I can kind of help people a little bit. Oh, I should be tanking these things a bit better. I think I'm losing aggro. I can, next time somebody gets chained, if it happens again, I can bop as well. Maybe bop off the bleed or something. Emissary's coming in. Back up. Okay, he's here. Good. So now we just have to do what do they call him? Koltharak. Is it this way? I think it's this way. Agony. Altars of Agony. Oh, am I gonna have to know like which orbs to put in where? Someone else always does that for me. I'm gonna give this a second so that we have like so that I have Divine Steed maybe? Am I meant to be, I'm probably meant to be pulling all these things as I go down the hall, so that they come with me. Are people right behind me? Oh, they're ahead of me. Okay. Oh, hit my UI. And then what we want is we want to grab... I don't know if we want to, actually. What I normally see groups do is they grab this guy as well. Don't mind me turning my back on everything. They grab that guy as well. So that we can do the Port of the Guardian kind of while we're managing the rest of this. I'm gonna summon my pirate! I'm gonna use my trinket for the first time today! Where is he? He's around here somewhere. There's a Blackwater pirate. There he is! He's a little skelly on the left. Good stuff, dude. Alright. So I have the thing. I think I'm going left. Sounds true. I'm sure either way will get us there. Oh, man. I think I sent somebody ahead. I have no idea if this is the right way. There is no right way. Oh, I meant to do that. Okay, I still have a kick. So I have a kick and I have a single target stun. Okay, got that one. 85%. And we pulled the first pack already. So any trash that we're gonna get, we should try to get kind of down here. I might pull one of these side packs just in case, because I don't actually know how the count works out. Kill the Magus before the Bone Spear. 88. Or maybe it's the next one. There's another one, because there's the one with the whooshy dudes. We're gonna go left. We're gonna grab the thing and then we're gonna go left. Okay, you got the thing, that's good. Oh, we're going right? Okay. That's fine too. So instead of the whooshy dudes, you get this guy. I don't know what this guy does. Find out. We're all here. All right. If anybody gets bone speared real bad, I can bop it off them, I think. Gosh, I can normally purge those shields on my priest. Oh, it's on me. That's fine. That's like the best case scenario. So if we don't get any, there's one more like platform. Okay, that's a bone storm. I don't know what to do about that. I'm just wondering if I should pull more stuff. Maybe a side pack. Because there's one more up there. I just don't want to be like looking for it later. I'm gonna grab a little extra just in case. I don't want to be low on count. I think these two plus the top stuff should do it. Wow, those shields are huge. Yeah, okay. I think I overpulled it. I don't think I needed that. Bone Storm nukes. Okay. Not bad. Good to know. Sure, I'm out of that. I don't have an interrupt. I do have an interrupt. Okay. I'm going to bop the bone spear off that guy. I'm pretty sure that's our carry. I think we need them. I'm gonna do a little healing. I'm gonna watch out the frontal. Trying to finish off the bone spear guy. Shift 1 is my land hands if I want it for anybody. I should remember Divine Toll also kicks because it's shields. Love you, Hazel. Thank you for your guides. Thanks, Holy Cleavage. Thank you for watching, though. I appreciate it. I'm glad they're working out for you. Where is... They're coming. We're going to be in a huge hurry here. We only have 10 minutes. This timer's tight. We haven't even wiped. I guess it's a 5 and not a 2. Okay. Yeah, we're tanking. It's my keys and it's my problem. Okay. They're almost here. They're coming. Okay. I feel like this is going to be boring to tank. There's a frontal, I think? There's the well. Yeah, there's my frontal. There's the raw souls. I'll stack with them. And then we need them to kind of AoE. I should probably be tanking them. I think I leave the DPS to do that, and I think I tank. And, you know, don't mind me standing in the orbs. What's the point of being a tank if you have to move? It's fun having this many interrupts after playing a priest where I have, like, nothing. Well of Darkness. That's the add summons? No. Oh, Shoo boppy woppy. Okay. Alright, now we're gonna stack it up. I always get these mixed up. And then I'm gonna, like, drop a consecrate there to help, and then I'm gonna go tank over here. Well of Darkness is those things that you spread out for. There's my frontal. I'm gonna point it this way. Away from people. There we go. It's going great. And we're full on trash, so we basically just have to get to the last boss, do the last boss. Bob's your uncle. I have no faith. I take the thing. What up? Oh, you know. I'm doing my best prop paladin impression. It's pretty fun so far. I don't really know what's going on, but it's going okay. I'm gonna use my trinket again. Alright, so there's some RP. Unfortunately. We get basically one, maybe two, but mostly one goes at this because this is a hard boss. And I can't save people too much. I think all I can do is my best. Okay, I can handle that. Sometimes when you play a class that has a lot of utility for other people, you have to resist the urge to play the game for them. Not that that's what I'm doing right now. I don't know what's going on. But, ooh, I like Divine Toll for that. That's nice. Oh, I have Divine Toll up for every one of those? That was sick. There's the ad. I'm just gonna hit it a little bit, but mainly let them worry about it. It would be great if we could, like, kill it and get our buff. Come on! Nice. Echoes of Carnage! Might need to move. Watch out for where the people are. This is very tight. Stand here for just a second. And then we're going to watch for chargers. So there's the chargers. I'm going to move it this way a little bit. But watch out for the frontal as well. This is normally where people die if they're gonna. I'm so proud of everybody. Not a single person died. That doesn't even happen on 10 sometimes. Nice! And I got a champion ring. It's got decent stats too. If I ever want to take off my Circes, although probably not for a champion, but... Woo! Cool! I got me some Cresties and some Valor Stones. I could probably do a gear upgrade or something. Not seen too many DK tanks. AMZ seems like it would be good in that fight. This is my favorite boss, may be controversial. If you mean the one that we just fought, then yes, we're fighting. I'm coming around on that boss, but healing it's hard for sure. I still get overwhelmed healing that fight. I'm feeling a little bit better about it though. I think DPSing it has genuinely helped me out some. Alright, that turned my key into a Dark Flame Cleft 6 because we just +1'd it. I don't want to do Dark Flame Cleft again. I did Dark Flame Cleft already. I guess I could do it on a 6. See if I learned anything from last time. I could also like join someone else's key, but like, ooh. Challenging, but I like the mechanics. Fell in love with it in Shadowlands. Speaking of Shadowlands dungeons, when are we getting Plaguefall back? I'm not going to bother upgrading these trinkets because they're terrible. That's a lot of haste. We like haste. I think that's a good use of some Cresties. Get me an extra 1200 stam. And then some haste and Versa. Just help me live a little bit. Yeah, the last boss of Plaguefall was horrific. It was so hard. So he's done 2 keys. I want to do one more. Probably around the neighborhood of a 5 or a 6. It would be nice if we could do one of these ones we haven't done yet. Although, what am I looking for? Score. Let me see what's going on in 5s. There's a Priory 5 that wants a tank. See how fast we can get it. There's a Rookery 5 that wants a tank too. Quick, race. Wait, hang on. I'm queuing up his DPS. That's wrong. That's a motherload. I want to queue as a tank. There we go. There's the Priory. I wonder if they don't trust me because I queued up as a DPS first. I'm finished healing for triple threat. I'm halfway through DPSing and I'm just warming my tank up. We're doing 5s right now. So this was, I got invited to one of them. It was they're in Brunwind's Terrace, which makes me think, is it Priory? Or maybe it's the Rookery. Yeah, it's Rookery. That is the danger of signing up to multiple dungeons at once, is you might end up having to, whatchamacallit? Ask which one you got into. That mount is the Fierce Razorwing. It's from Shadowlands, Korthia. I forget exactly how. Okay, so I got food buff, I got a flask, I got my weapon oil. It's not my key, not my problem, as the people say. Okay. Group leads on their way. We're looking cute. We're feeling good. Oh, he needs a better title. Should he be a brawler? A chef? Crusader's a pretty good paladin title. Oh, fun guy for sure. Triple Threat needs you to time every key in War Within Season 2 as a tank, healer, and DPS. So I'm going to grab these first 2 packs. And then the rest of it, I think I can pull pretty much 1 pack at a time. This is good though. It's giving me Valor Stones and it's giving me crests that I need to upgrade my gear so I can actually be working on my item level while practicing 5s and kind of figuring out the lay of the land. Okay, alright. What else do I have? What else do I have? I have Lay on Hands for me. I'm trying to think of what other tank buttons I have. Maybe I can't tank that pull yet. I think I used all my buttons. I can disorient them for a second. I wonder if I stood in like a big mechanic or something. Okay. That was maybe bigger than I needed to go. We'll do slightly smaller pulls. That's just what I see my normal tank do. Oh, you know what it is we normally lust that. Okay. Whoop-de-doo. I also have no idea who's in this group. I didn't put this group together. It could be better than the ones I make. It could be worse than the ones I make. No idea. Couldn't tell you. I joined a group waiting for a tank. Because I know we pull basically this whole room. We just do the little lappy lap. This is going to be a little exciting without purges. Look so focused. I'm watching my health. I'm watching the casts. I'm seeing if there's anyone I can nail with like a avenging shield or something. Yeah, that's fine. That's the boss. Gonna scoot around the back and do this other side here. Probably one pack at a time, I would think. So how's your weekend going? What are you guys getting up to? Is anybody gardening? Because I'm jealous. I will come help you in your garden. I will pull weeds. I will deadhead. Love me some deadheading. I have one little flower planter on my balcony, and every day I check it and I'm like, are you done yet? You'll get the snip. Delves? Nice. Oh, I want that one. You can come with me. South of the border. Not gonna work. What are you growing? My basil plant's doing pretty good. I chopped off a bunch of it and I made like a sort of like a basil feta pizza situation recently. That was yummy. Let's like use some more buttons because this hurts apparently. I can bubble. Comes down to it. Lots of different veggies. Nice. Trying herbs, raspberry, blackberry, potatoes. Hopefully not going too crazy for a novice. Nah, I think you're perfect. That's how you learn. You gotta get the errors. You gotta trial and error so you can figure things out. Even if there are already things that like you think other people know or you should know by now, you gotta learn them for your own specific like soil and light and location and everything. Your local weather and whatnot. Like something that works in a book may or may not work properly where you are. I feel like gardening is very condition dependent and everybody's conditions are a little bit different. So you really gotta just get out there and plant stuff. I don't know how to tank this. I'm just gonna drag it in a circle. Question mark? Wait. Mana? Oh, go. Okay. I love the all caps. I planted the tomato. Nice. Elsa Sandels ordered a crazy amount of Popeyes to nurse a hangover. Best day ever. Nice. Yeah, careful of the beam. You gotta watch out for that thing. It'll get ya. Curious, if you would like hang out with me a little bit, that would be great. I should be Reze. Where did they die? I was trying to like find their body. Are they way over there? Oh my gosh, they're on the other side. How did they die over there? Maybe when I make it around, I'll be res. I guess we rotated. Oh, going the other way. Oh, okay. We're saving it for the healer. That's good. I mean, it's not good, but it's... I know. It's good that I didn't use it earlier, I suppose. Whoa, watch out for that. Oh no. I think we're just gonna wipe it. Let's try it again. You should not tank him where the beam spawns. Oh. I kind of figured he would move with me when I moved. You gotta look at where they're gonna come. I guess I didn't think of that. I figured everybody just kind of avoids it on their own. So non-engineers can buy the piles of rusted scrap from the engineering vendor. They're limited quantity. What I ended up doing was private ordering from an engineer, because engineers will have them, but you can't public order, you have to private order. It's really annoying. I hated that. I hated that part of the thing. Alright, we're still waiting for the mage. I'll try and tank it in between the beams a little bit better next time. There we go. Okie dokie. Round 2. Fight! Alright. So there's the beams. Yeah, he jumps to the middle. I don't know if it matters where I'm tanking him. It's not like, yeah, I don't know about that. If, like, he was still out here and I was dragging him around, that would be one thing, but... We'll drag him over to a non-grade anyway. I did want to B-res, and I didn't get around to it. I was having a hard time with range on it. I don't know. I was taking him on a non-great there, and we got 2 people toasted. I don't know if that one was on me. Alright, well, I'm gonna go grab my healer. Hang on. Come with me. It's hard because of the, Oh, I need holy power. Nope. As long as no one else is left, I'm happy to stay and keep trying. I think people might pick it up over time. Item level for +2s? 630. But you can get to 650 pretty quickly and easily. Are we ready? Alright. I'm gonna tank it right here. This is good practice for me too. Whoop-de-doo. so there's the thing, there's the beams. And we're rotating. Okay, he's coming back. There we go, we did it. Progress. That emissary's not happening. I'm already feeling a lot more comfortable with taking it. That's a little better. That's looking much better. Take it over here, maybe. I'm proud of them. This is excellent improvement. This is much better. I didn't know the thing before about the beam spawning on the grates. That's actually a good tip. I had just watched for the orbs before, but it does make sense. A lot of his gear is from Nightfall. I don't have any crafted gear in my Paladin at all. I got Nightfall Champion and a little bit of hero gear, I think, from Nightfall. And then just upgraded it, and that was my 655. Delves are good too. But Nightfall's a little bit easier. Or faster, I guess. Whoa. Come on, let me down. Okie dokie, so we usually go over here. Make time, but we can finish. Yep. All good. Get over here, make sure everybody makes it through. When do you start getting gilded Mythic Plus? That's a great question. I don't actually know off the top of my head. This next pull is going to be kind of a big pull. Consensus says sevens. You're all good. Let's get this thing. Just so that it actually dies. Nice. Oh, this is ugly. I don't normally deal with this. What in the melee range is that? I don't like it. Make it stop. Good afternoon, all. Good afternoon. Happy Saturday. I hope your weekend's going well. I'm having a nice weekend so far. I'm trying out Prop Paladin. I've dived into the world of Pug Tank and also just tanking. I'm going this way, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh, thought I turned off my sound for a second there. Can I free to my warrior maybe? We're gonna get a Void Emissary. I'm gonna swap to it. And then maybe like use a couple cooldowns because I've taken some damage. Have you pulled too much yet? I did a big pull. I did the double pull at the beginning of this instance and realized pretty quickly that I should not have done that. But it's going fine. We're not going to time this one, but we will finish it, I'm pretty sure. It's a good learning key for me. And it's not like I'm even trying 10s for the achievement yet anyway, so I'm not too fussed if we time stuff or not. It's my favorite thing to do. Why is this man so large? Okay, we don't need to wake up Sleepy over there. Oh, this next boss fight will be kind of fun. Okay. Next boss fight will be a little fun, because I haven't had to do it as a tank yet, or even as a melee, for that matter. Where you're taking the bolts and stuff, or not the bolts, that debuff that you pass around. I'm just popping a little mechanic summary just for the room, just in case anyone's new here. The key to pulling the tanking is pulling as much as you can without dying. Mm-hmm. I've bopped and sacked the warrior. Also, I can't see my own nose. It's so busy up here. I think part of knowing what to pull is also knowing what your group is like. And I didn't check. I didn't even remotely look. I haven't had meters up. I didn't look at anybody's item levels. I just joined a group and went ahead with it. So it's not fair for me to do that and then just expect people to be able to do what my regular 10 key group can do. Without even like having a little look-see. I don't think I pull those civilians. I don't think I've ever seen anybody do it. I think we're okay to just... Oh, no, we're pulling them. Okay. We're going to take him in. We don't need to take him into the boss. We can just kind of kill him here. Okie dokie. Off we go. Let's see. So there's the corruption. It's on the mage. And there's going to be waves to dodge. Falls off the mage, and now it's on the hunter. It needs to go not back onto the mage, otherwise the mage is going to die. Did the mage get it? Maybe we're okay. Watch out for these. I don't know anything about where to tank this, or if there's any logic to tanking it anywhere. I can see that we're leaving behind puddles. I guess my plan is just to pull it kind of around. I never thought of that before. Let's see if I can take this debuff. There we go. And I had the holy power, so I can battle res. Unforch. I'm gonna maybe hold additional battle reses in case we lose a healer or something. Oh, we have left another DPS now. I don't know which one of them is doing more damage because I don't have meters up. I'm gonna grab the mage. We have a few charges here. I'm not doing too much babysitting to try to take the debuff or anything. I'm just hoping they drop it off on me if they need to. Oh, they aggro with the boss. Oh. I don't think I knew that. There's the gravity well. I think there's something to that gravity well mechanic that I'm not understanding. Alright, he's dead. Ding dong. What's my regular res? Redemption. Not even close. I'm gonna wait for people to kind of gather. Are you moving? Maybe he's typing. You coming, bub? Alright, we got the hunter here. Yeah, I can pull one pack while we wait. Kinda didn't know there was a pack here. It's gonna be an Orby thing. Use a little land hands action. This is good. This is actually really good for helping me learn to use my utility. (1117) is Tuesday. This upcoming Tuesday, June 17th. And in we go. Woohoo! Okay. We mostly here. I'm gonna do this in sort of reasonable pulls. There's a few civilians we can grab, but we're not gonna go too crazy. actually have no idea what has to be pulled. I know my group usually goes kind of up there. I feel a lot less pressured than I thought I was going to like know the percentages and everything. I've just been kind of winging it and feeling pretty decent about that. And if I'm under, I can grab a little extra, and if I'm over, then that's fine, and I feel like I can just sort of adjust it a little bit every time I do the key. I haven't really gotten a whole lot of grief or felt a whole lot of grief about like pulling the wrong pack or anything. Especially down here, like it's not a big deal to kind of go back and get extra trash when you need it. So that's kind of a load off, because that was my main fear with tanking, I think, was not so much like mitigation and stuff, but like not knowing the percentages. So it's nice to see that that's not, you know, life or death. I was also less buff management of Shield of the Righteous than I thought it was going to be. I thought that it was only going to be like a 4-second buff and I had to press it with 1 second left. And the fact that it stacks up to like 13 or 14 seconds and that it's my main spender means I can comfortably just kind of, if I want, just sort of mash it. I think at this level of gameplay there's nothing wrong with just mashing it as my spender whenever I have stuff to spend. That seems to be working fine. Let's get these civilians and we're going to bring them into this pack here. This is going to be big and exciting. Don't need the guys on the platform below. Oh. Ooh, ooh, watch your feet, watch your feet. Watch the orbs. I feel confident enough at this that I could play it with my friends if we had alt keys to do. I think it would go fine. I think I've learned a lot today, actually. I feel like skimming the Wowhead guide and then just sort of getting a feel for it out here has been helpful. Yeah, I've heard about the bubble taunt talent because it gets our paladin tank into trouble all the time when we're raid tanking because he like drops aggro or something. I forget what the thing that is that happens, but he runs it in raid and he forgets to take it off. and then fun stuff happens. I don't know what my talents are. I just got the build off Wowhead. I've changed nothing and I've read nothing. Melee is a bit different than ranged. I feel like stuff like this you have to be quite on the ball with looking at, really. Take a second here. Alright, Jack's got mana. If the threat hotfixes went in already, then they seem good. I haven't had a lot of issues with threat. As long as I remember to hit something, it will generally come back to me, which is nice. Oh, my shoulders are a little tight. Maybe you're trying to do some yoga today. Ah! I need my recuperate. Oh, we lost our healer. I'm like, why is my health not going up? Oh, that's why. They're probably running back. Do a little repair. A little patch up. Alright, here's the healer. See if anyone gets booped into the water. I'm really impressed that nobody left this group. I thought it was a real candidate for people rage quitting. I've heard a lot about that. I've been kind of afraid, but I think it's been going decent. Hello, All Dog. How are you doing today? Happy Saturday. I hope your weekend's going well. Watch out for knockback. I'm gonna... Whoa! Okay, we made it. Oh, boss didn't even pull. Alright, so I'm gonna tank it over here because that's what I see my friend do. Can patch up if we want. Alright. Cowabunga. Oh, I can aim it. Okay, alright. Hey, that hurts a little bit. Good to know. Never thought about that mechanic before. I guess that's why I'm pointing it over here. Here's my frontal. Make sure that I have my shield up, so I should be fine. This is an awful fight to heal. And then there's the, this would be a good spot to lust. But it's fine if we don't. Yeah, I guess I don't have a lot to do aside from aim the frontal and try not to die. Oh, there's lust. Better than nothing. Where did this guy come from? Oh, I guess they forgot to get an ad. That's for a crystal, which is a-okay. We're mitigating. You can dodge if you go max melee range and run to the side. Okay. I suppose I can try it. I don't really know what... You know what? I don't know where max melee range is. I don't feel super confident. I'm going to try here. Whoa. Like that, I guess. I don't want to accidentally go... I don't want to make him do his angry thing. I'm not usually in melee. That Void Emissary has no hope in hell of getting done. It's not happening. There's no way. We've missed half of them that have been like in the middle of AoE packs. I'm not too worried about it. Oh, boss health go down and everything. That's great. Let's try this. Whoa! Oh yeah. Although honestly, mitigating that is kind of my only job right now, so. I don't really know what else I'm doing. Just eat it. Yeah. Made Madrid look like a deer and butterfly in a blue dress. That sounds like a pretty mug. I like this mug. We did it. Way to hang in there. Yeah, I appreciate them not leaving. Timer's above my health bar. This is actually default UI now. That is Blizzard's cooldown manager that they recently added. I just got it enabled today. Okay. Alright. They get an E-score. I mean, it's there. It was overtime, but... He's 1,091. And I think I'm going to do at least one key tomorrow. Maybe more. But if I do at least one, then I'll have 2 vault slots. Some armor options that may or may not be any good for me. Did I get enough credit? Yeah, I could probably do another upgrade. I feel like this is going good so far. We've got a lot to learn still, but I think I'm fine for tanking. I mean, I guess I can do my own key at some point. I suppose I can do my... Well, I don't want to do my belt because we're going to get a new belt soon. I'll do my neck. Couple item levels to that. Poking in to say hi right at the end. Hi, Bucky. I hope you're having a lovely day. You want to see my paladin transmog? This is how I've been tanking. I've been fun guy Anthus. Although I haven't really... You could be Zandalar enthusiast. I haven't really settled on one. There's no title where you can just be king, huh? That would be cool. King Anthus. King Hazel. All hail, etc. Oh, I think we're done for today. If you're looking for more from me, though, I put out a news video just this morning. There's a Saturday news video, which, if you're new around here, because I guess I'm sure there's some people that have stopped by in the last year that don't know that I used to do these. It's a weekly news roundup that just kind of talks about what the hot fixes and patches coming out and stuff. That's over there. I appreciate the company. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I should be back here tomorrow morning for my last stream of the week, Sunday morning. I should probably take at least one more key and find something fun to do. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.